channel, Young17. Welcome back, more or less. I've been out very much recently because of school, and only school mainly. It's very stressful, a lot of work to be done. I was in a group thing. That was very tedious, very frustrating, but don't want to talk too much about that because I am here to talk about something very exciting. So basically, this month, or it's April now, so March was the biggest and the best month of my year so far. Maybe the future will hold something greater, something bigger, something better, but I highly doubt it. So to begin, I'm going to start with, I guess, a little mix. So March 1st was basically a day that was just above and beyond for me. So I've been into this group, Little Mix, which many people know. Mainly, currently, they were promoting with No More Sad Songs. Currently, I'm not sure if they're like promoting, but they did release it. But mainly, Glory Days, their album most recently. Shout out to my ex is from this album. And beginning, it kind of got a little dusty because I've had it for a little bit. And because of the way my room's worked out, I got their CD. I'm gonna say I got their CD like as soon as possible because of the chance that I was given, basically. So no one comes to Philadelphia ever. Like, people that I like, at least, I'm into very mainstream things, I'll say, mainly. No one comes to Philly. If it's like they come like close to it, it'll be like the Wells Fargo Center or something like that. But like, I can't just go out that far. I mean, it may not be that far, whatever the case is, but I can't just go there, you know? It's not like close enough. And like, I always want to go places, but they're never close enough. The pricing's ridiculous. But now that I have a job, things have become easier for me. But either way, I just still can't do those things. So March 1st was the day that I met my idols, Little Mix. And basically what happened was, I'm gonna say maybe January, February-ish, ending of January, maybe beginning of February, there was this thing that was going on Facebook, like, oh, Little Mix are coming to your local FYE. And I was just like, well, which one? Like, I was like not kind of believing it at first, but then like it was actually on the website, and it said the one at Franklin Mills, or Philadelphia Mills as we call it. And I was just like, well, I can't just pass this up. Of course, it was on a school day. Of course. Because these people, it's crazy. It's so crazy. But these people decide to just put it on school days as if people could just get out of school. When 9 times out of 10, the artists are based around, like, mainly people our age. Like 18-year-olds, teenagers, even younger kids, you know, people in college, you know, mainly them. But, like, I didn't care because I wasn't missing the chance because I loved them so much. If you hear noise, they're the kids outside. Very, very loud sometimes. But they're excited, so I can't really get at them. I don't know why kids scream now. But, basically, like, it was on, I think, a Wednesday? I think it was a Wednesday. I'm not too exactly sure. But I got out of school a little bit early. I got around maybe 1. I got around, like, 1-ish, 2-ish. And then I headed down. It was starting at, like, 3 or 5 or... I remember the times. Everything kind of just blew by. I was in a pretty good spot in line. Of course, people who won the competition basically got to go in before everyone else. And that's okay because, you know, they put in the effort. And they must be lucky or something, you know. I got to talk to them, take pictures, you know, have a legit meet and greet, I guess you could say. With the whole talking and whatnot. Or a longer meet and greet. I was standing in line for a bit of time. My sister was getting a little frustrated, but she stuck it out with me. She's a real trooper. We stood in line for a bit, and then after a while, we started to move in, and, like, it was just crazy. We weren't allowed to take pictures, of course. People did anyways, and, like, videos and stuff like that, but people did them anyways. I personally am not good at that stuff like that until I tell you the next thing that went on, but I'll tell you the guys that after. So, basically, I got the CD way before, and I had my wristband. I had my wristband, and that was the only way you could get in. Otherwise, if you couldn't get it, even like on the day of, you weren't able to do that. So, within here comes the CD. Sorry, it came with the CD, and of course the booklet and a DVD of their tour, the Get Weird tour. Even though this is Glory Days, they still put it in there because they didn't have a tour for the Glory Days yet. I am assuming. Oh no. Breaks it on camera. But yeah, that's what came in it. Then we got a booklet, and when I was in line, I wasn't exactly sure like what I wanted to get signed. I don't know if I wanted to get the CD signed, but the problem with getting a CD signed is that it could break and like you could lose it, or I mean that's not a huge issue because it's a whole bright colored pinkish purplish CD, but you know that could happen. then there could be like the whole case of like mainly just a breaking was the problem. So I'm like, I don't want that, and it could get wiped off or like scratched off, you know. So I decided to get the booklet signed on the inside with all of their faces like distinctly made, so they could kind of like sign it underneath. And like here they are. They look a little. Of course they were going fast, so I'm not like coming at them, but you know they look a little crazy. But like I'm just so happy because like looking at them in person was like the best experience I've ever had in my whole life, and it's because certain songs of theirs like Little Me and Wings that well I was into them like as soon as I heard about them. So like it wasn't even that long after they had won was I like into them. But like those songs, because it was during like a younger part of my life, like maybe when I was like I'm gonna say 12, 13, 14ish, maybe I could be wrong, but it was like around the vulnerable time that I heard these songs, and they kind of pushed me forward because I don't know if there's a word for it, but I'm easily influenced by music. And when I get certain vibes from a song, I kind of live off them, and that's what Wings and Little Me were. Like Little Me was a bit more further ahead, but just naturally like Wings, like it just kind of it helped me. It didn't fully push me to be confident, but they helped me. Little Me also helped a lot with that. So I really love Little Mix. I was in Little Mix because of One Direction, but even then, Little Mix was still something that I held very deeply to me, and I didn't like ever kind of like I lost them at one point because I had gotten into K-pop, but I found them again, and I'm still into them. So like the love kind of never died. It disappeared for a second, but it never died. Same One Direction, but that's something else. Cause I've never met One Direction, sadly. But they are so beautiful. Like all of them are so pretty, and their makeup was on point. I got complimented by. I might have gotten complimented by Jade, but everything was kind of happening so fast. You begin to like, or at least for me, I begun to like think like, oh, did I even like, did this actually like happen? Did this actually happen? Jessie said she liked my hair. And then I complimented her nails because she had like metallic, they were so pretty, metallic nails. And I was just like, oh, thank you so much. And like Perry smiled at me. I mean, they all smiled at me. But like, I am not sure if Perry smiled at me. Leanne, she said she liked my hair because I complimented her hair, but then she complimented my hair. And I was like, oh, thank you. So I was really excited. I was really happy. When I left out, like, I just couldn't get over it. I was just like, I literally just met them and like they were still in my vicinity even when I was done. So like it was just crazy. It's just like they came to Philadelphia to sign, and like that is something that never happens, you know. So I kind of rolled with the punches there. But I like this one girl. She was like all over the place, but she had like wrote for them, something like that. The clouds really pretty today. She wrote them like cards, and they were all like cute and like pastel and pretty. And I was just like, oh, I wish I would have done that. So the next time I see them, or whatever the case is, I'm gonna make sure I have something for them. The kids outside are so loud. But anyways, okay, so for my second piece, number 2, so basically it was the beginning of the month and then the ending of the month. So like it kind of fused into the middle. So March 29th? March 29th. It wasn't exactly in the month, but March 29th. I had something called Aspen. And Aspen it's called the Aspen Challenge. Basically, every group from a different school that was chosen picks a challenge. It's a challenge that, like, if you work hard enough, could completely influence the world. If you work hard enough and put in the effort and you show a lot of, perseverance. And I was a part of that with my school, and I had to go to it. Like, I literally, in the beginning of the month, or like the middle of the month, because I was kind of wishy-washy about it, but then naturally, like, I kind of got put into it because of circumstances, and so I agreed to it. So basically, at this concert, I'm going to breeze by because through complications, of course, things went awry. But basically, we got there, we made some friends. What else did we do? Once we were in line, like, I was just super excited. I had bought so much stuff for them. Well, not really bought. I bought cards and stuff like that, but I put so much thought into, like, the things I did get them, like the card. I wrote down about the stresses that I was feeling. Of course, they probably don't care, but I just more or less wanted them to know how much they helped me through it because I knew that at the end of the month, after all of my hard work, I'd be able to see them, and like the joy that I don't even know how to explain it, but like they brought me so much joy throughout that time. It was kind of like a little, kind of like you, like I don't know, when you were a kid, and it's just like, oh well, if you eat all your dinner, you'll get ice cream, you know, that kind of thing. Like that's the feeling it brought me, to know that I'd be able to see them after all of the hard work that I put in, all of the stress that I was left with after like this little Aspen challenge. And it was a fun challenge to do, but it had a lot behind it, and our team wasn't up to par. I mean, as a just honest opinion, like I personally did not find that our team was up to par. We could have done more. We could have done way more. I'm just gonna say, I'm not gonna put too much specifics into it, but that's just how I felt towards it. But like this concert really brought me so much happiness, and I wish I could relive it. But you know, that's what videos are for. So I have my videos on my phone, which I'm probably gonna post on this video to show you guys kind of what I saw through my eyes. You know what was happening. I'm gonna promise you that the videos, the quality's nice. You know, audio wise and video wise, but I'm gonna promise you I am trash at recording. So like you'll just see like the phone like wandering one way versus the other. But you know, I'll try my best to like take out those parts, but if not, I'll just keep everything in there. I don't really do much editing when it comes to things like that, just so you guys can feel everything, you know. Basically when we got there, when I met them, we received this. Hopefully you guys can see it this time. We received this, which has their autographs on it. Don't they look gorgeous? Grade A quality. Got all wrinkled, of course, during the concert because we were jumping around, getting mad hype. When I got my merch, so basically I got this. I got this, which is his hoodie. Expensive, but good quality, amazing quality. I got a red stain on it, and like it's not even here. You literally can't see it because of the amazing quality. It's a magical jacket. Oh, I think that's stain. Oh, no stain. And I stained something else somewhere else here too, but then it's not even there. This jacket, this hoodie is grade A quality. Anyways, very comfortable, very warm. I try not to wear it in the house because I'm messy when I'm in my house, so I wear like my other sweater or something like that. What else? Oh, yeah, can't forget about the passes. Got all the passes. Aren't they adorable? They're so cute. I was so like, as soon as I got them, I was like so excited because I was just like, this is actually happening. This is happening. This is the back. Making this video now is probably like null and void because it's, I don't know how many, two more concerts left, I think. 2 more like stadiums or whatever you call it. 2 more venues left, so it's probably null and void because everyone's seen it, but I just want to put my experience out there because I had so much fun. When I got up there, when I got to them, I handed everything. Poor Alex had to like endure my like fast talking because I didn't want to hold the line. Even though there was girls who like held the line, I didn't want to be one of them. So because I'm very what's the word? There's a word I'm thinking of. I'm very oh my god, what's the word? I guess not respectful because they're probably respectful too. Like I am very cautious. I don't know. There's a word I'm thinking. I can't think of it. I'm someone who also looks out for other people when it comes to certain things. So like I didn't want to take up their time because they paid the same amount that I did. And maybe they had some type of circumstance that caused them not to be here earlier like I was. Or whatever the case. But basically that happened when I met them. I handed them everything. I got them cupcakes. Hopefully they ate them. And if anyone knows, I doubt, but if anyone knows, did they eat the cupcakes is all I need to know. Because I've never eaten at that shop. I just bought them cupcakes and I left. I got some cookies. Those cookies looked really good. And I want to know if they ate them and if they were good. That's all I want to know. All I want to know. What else? I met Alex's sister and she's so lovely, so sweet. I called her pretty. She's like, thank you. And I was just like, I hope that wasn't weird. I really hope so. She was talking to like these other group of girls and I didn't want to kind of interrupt that too much. So I tried to be as fast as possible buying things. My cards got declined because I didn't mention that I was splitting it. I was like, great. I was so triggered. I was so triggered. I was like, I can't believe this is happening to me right now. But it worked out in the end because like she's like, oh, do you want to do half and half? I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, okay. And I was like, heart attack. Um, yeah, when I got the pictures taken, I keep going from one point to the next. When I got the pictures taken, my friend, she looked completely terrified, like in her picture. And it was just like, she's like, I don't know what happened. I'm like, I don't know either, but good job, bro. When I got my pictures done, I got a kiss on the cheek, which they didn't ask for, but, you know, sorry. You know, you gotta take your chance when you got it, you know? You know? I got a kiss on the cheek, and then what else did I get? I was making two M's. So, like, my best friend's name is Megan Murray, and I was just like, can you make an M and an M? And I said it to Alex first, and then Will's just like, an M? Like, what? He's a little confused, but it was probably because I was talking, like, super fast, like a maniac or something, like I always do. Like, I'm probably doing right now. And he was just like, oh, okay, and then I made, like, a little heart for her, so that was for her. When you guys see that thing, you'll know what I'm talking about. I don't want to talk too much about the concert because I'm going to post my videos so you'll see what was happening. Alex, I just like to say that Alex does the most on stage. Will's very reserved, but still continues to do the most on stage. It was a little overwhelming. I was a little frightened the whole time, so my life kind of flashed before my eyes. A lot of the times. But the concert overall was extremely fun, and like I wish I could do it again. Like I wish I could go to another one and see them again, even though I know the exact same, like it'll be the exact same lineup, but like just knowing that I'm gonna see them like for a second time would be amazing. But poor, I still haven't put in my check. You know, I take forever to put my checks in. Hair probably looks crazy. Anyways, after the concert, we all stayed around out back, I guess we say in the back. Which is quite dangerous because the area that I was in, very dangerous area. Not extremely dangerous, it's a more dangerous area. But it wasn't the safest at the same time. I'm pretty sure there was a drug dealer out there. But we were like outside and waiting for them to come out. When they came out, we took a group picture. Before that, I was lucky and thankful to have gotten a picture with Silas. And I was just like triggered because like okay, it's gonna sound weird, but it's not meant to be. It's just something that immediately stood out besides like his shoes and his socks was that he smelled very good, and I was just like, you don't find that very often in my little school. So yep, I was excited. I was just like, wow. It was another thing like on the side of like I can probably say I have like a crush on those three. Phil as well. When we were at the concert, Phil had like he turned around because he was filming, and then he turned around and like looked at us, and we all waved to him, and he's just like biggest smile. He's so cute. I find him quite attractive if I'm being honest here. If only these four very attractive people came to my school and you know went there, but they're way older. Not way older. I'm 18, so like the youngest is probably how old is Phil? I'm not sure how old Phil is, but when it comes to I'm like only 2 years apart from Alex, and then everyone else. I think Will, I'm 5. I'm not sure about Silas, and I'm not sure about Phil, but all of them are attractive. I really, really wish they lived in Philly. But yeah, that was like the main pieces of my concert experience. I can't really think of much else besides that, and I'm just really happy that I was able to see them. I wish they would come back again. I hope that they continue to prosper, you know, move on up in the world. Of course, some people get like how, like for a group, like say they were smallish kind of, and then they suddenly like become really big. Some people don't like that. I personally would wish to keep it kind of like small in community because it just feels more personal that way. But you know, if they become bigger, I'm positive they will become bigger. At least I will be rooting for them from wherever I am. You know, I pray that they continue to live happily and doing what they love to do, and that their families are healthy and life just kind of works out. You know, I just pray for their happiness, and that's how hopefully all of us feel for them, as well as Little Mix, because I talked about them in the very beginning. I just hope for happiness. You know, I don't want to go into like a whole spiel about how I feel towards happiness, but that's kind of what I wished for. just real quick, look at my case. Is it not adorable? Like, look at this. Look at this little thing. Look at it. It's just so cute. But yeah, like, so the next little piece you're gonna see is the videos and the pictures that I took. I hope you guys like this video, and you know, when you have the chance, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe, because why not? I'm sure there'll be more context or more, English. Yep, I can English, I promise. But yeah, if you guys subscribe, there'll be more, different kinds of quality and content. I can't English, guys, I'm sorry. But yeah, like, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys next time. Sorry for taking so long.